Welcome to Daddy! Hi, I'm Alistair. That's Jonathan. This is the new BMW M2. That's Edmunds' very own Chevy Corvette Stingray. And this is Edmunds U-Drags. Let's get on with it.
We got a wild one for you. Today we have our very own long-term 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray with 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Going up against the, handsome 2023 BMW M2 with 453 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. These two are going head-to-head on our Edmunds U-Drag track, which starts with a quarter-mile drag, then they hit the brakes, do a 180, and power back to start-finish. At the end of the first run, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Have you guys seen that new show, Like and Subscribe, yet? You have? Isn't it good? Oh, and do you want an instant cash offer for your car? Then head on over to edmunds.com/sellmycar.
So, let's talk about how we launched the new M2, because frankly, it's a bit of an effort. Firstly, because we like to prepare things in advance, we've set up M2 mode. So I press it once, I press it twice. Now, what that actually gives me, M2 configuration, stay with me people. So what we've gone for here is engine in Sport Plus, transmission in S3, that's as fast a gear change as you can achieve, chassis in Sport because it's a bit bumpy here so we don't want to go full stiff, steering in Sport, brake in Sport, DSC, stability control off, M traction control, that's different to stability control, we've got that halfway in 5, start stop off, M sound on for the laugh, and away we go. Now we go into automatic mode, put my left foot on the brake, right foot hard on the throttle, and that should activate launch control. But if you read the manual, it says you've got to drive around for 8.5 miles and generally stand on one leg and sing the national anthem, and then hopefully it'll work. So, we're flying blind a little bit, but hey, let's give it a go.
I am in our long-term Corvette Stingray. Haven't driven this car in a while. So excited to do it here at U-Drags. Going to go through the launch sequence here, which is essentially you want to put it in track mode. So that's usually 2 clicks to the right. And then you're going to turn PTM, which is Chevy's Performance Traction Management System, all the way to race. So you double click that and that should bring up a window, and then you go ahead and select race. And then you're good to go. Foot on the brake, mashed accelerator, revs come up to, I think, roughly 3,500 RPM and just settles there. It's a really nice sound. And then this thing just leaves the line. Chevy has the launch control dialed in this thing. Anyways, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go, Corvette.
The Corvette's gone.
Got it, got it, got it, got it. Patience, patience.
Now launch, little bit of slip.
See ya!
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
So good. So good.
Yeah, he just had me. It's all over in the launch. You're just gone, and then, yeah, I just never really saw you again after the first 20 yards.
This thing is just so dialed in. It has a flawless launch. It comes on strong, it doesn't let up. That corner felt really good to me. You know, got on the brakes a little early on purpose just to not stress the front tires too much. And it turned beautifully. I don't know, like this thing just stitches together a lap with not much effort.
Yeah, I was kind of like okay with that one. You know, I was trying to give it everything under braking because just to see if I could do something to catch you, and then just being really patient before I got back on the power, because otherwise it just pushes. And it lit the rear up a little bit in second gear, and then The other thing is just like trying to use the paddles then to change up on the way back that you'd gone. Not even close, and I never got back that 20 yards I lost off the start line. Okay, let me reunite myself with an old friend. Here we go. So, I switched to my old friend, Edmunds' very own Chevy Corvette that we own and have done a ton of miles in. I'm going to follow exactly the same procedure as Jonathan because he had an amazing launch, so we're in full launch control. We're going to let the car do its thing. And given that it won fairly comfortably, the trick is not to make a mess of it. We won't make a mess of it, will we? No, sir.
So I'm in the M2, excited to get going in this thing. Yeah, I mean, launch control, they give you way too many choices for tailoring your experience here. But essentially, you know, I'm in all the sporty modes. You have this BMW like shift shock, shift aggression button that you have 3 volume bars on. We want to have that turned all the way up. Anyways, I'm going to give it a go and see if I can keep up with that Corvette.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And away we go. Come on, Chevy.
Oh man, that vent launch is so good. Here we go. Okay, get on the brakes.
Okay, don't screw up the braking. A bit of a steer. Oh, yes. Come to daddy. This is a great, great, great car. Woohoo! Oh, what a motor vehicle. I love this car so much. You were pretty much with me to the apex, and then I just got a better exit and we were away.
The M2 does have a slight braking advantage, I feel like. I got to go deeper into the corner and it hammers the brakes and it stops with really good confidence.
Yeah, I felt like you could be a little bit deeper on the brakes, but also just when you get back on the power of this thing, I got a little bit of oversteer, a little bit of a rear end slide coming back onto the power, but it just so easy to control. It just feels so good. Really makes you feel like a hero, this thing.
I mean, it manages that grip so well. And I think that's what is lacking here, at least, you know, in the track mode. You know, obviously there are other modes here like MDM, but yeah, you need launch control, and it seems like you can't have it all. You got to pick one or the other with this car.
Yeah, you got a better launch than me, I think, that time. But yeah, I think to the apex we were kind of pretty close, and then I just got a better exit, which you'd probably expect. It's weird to think it, but like we're sitting here saying that a new BMW M car feels more crude than a Chevy Corvette, and that's awesome. That's great. And it's maybe not great for BMW, but for like the job that Chevy's done with this car, it's fantastic.
All right, let's see how they did. 0 to 60, the Vette takes it at 3.5 seconds. In the quarter mile, the Corvette takes it again at 11.6 at 118.4 miles an hour. In the corner, the M2 takes the edge, pulling 1.25 Gs. And the winner goes to the Stingray with its best time of 34 seconds flat at 127.9 miles an hour. If you want to see the official U-Drags leaderboard, check out edmunds.com/U-Drags. The M2 didn't beat its previous best time, so it stays put in 13th. And the Vette couldn't beat its previous best time either, so it stays in 10th.
So, the Corvette won, and actually pretty easily.
It did. And, you know, that doesn't make the M2 a bad car or a slow car, it just makes it slower than that thing. I think you and I both experienced it, where it just introduces too many levels of complexity, you know, from all the settings that you can change to the launch control being like upshifts automatically down, but you got to do it yourself on the way back. I don't know, I was kind of lost when it came to that, and that, you know, a sports car should not make you feel that way.
And it's also not a particularly nice, it's not a particularly quick shift, and you've got 8 speeds, and it's constantly, you constantly feel like you're not quite in the right gear for the right moment. I think it also, for me, it's the difference between something that was designed as a kind of mid-engine supercar and something which, you know, like nearly all M cars is a take on a, you know, on a 4-seater coupe. And
it is.
It doesn't feel quite as bespoke as a Corvette, and also you just realise how good that thing is.
To the M2's, you know, credit, I will say the brakes felt stronger, like I could go deeper into the corner.
The fact that that does feel a little bit more agile, I agree with you, you can get a bit harder on the brakes, and probably because it's small, it feels kind of agile. But the moment, like you were with me on that run all the way to the apex, but then like just the way the Corvette just pulls out, it's just beautiful.
It's so well put together. I mean, that's winner. It's so good.
Clear winner, Germany, no, America. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear all the rest, Lisa made the crew laugh. Head to edmunds.com/U-Drags for our leaderboard and all the other good stuff. Check out everything else that Edmunds has to offer. We'll make you a cash offer for your car. There's news, reviews, lots of stuff on EVs, everything else you could wish for. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the promo over. That's it for now. See you next time.